Dishonored came out in 2012. That's 14 years ago. And still, nothing has really replaced what it did. In this video, I'll talk about what made Dishonored so damn good in the first place and why all these years later I still think about this game. Because once Dishonored gives you its powers, it doesn't really tell you how you're supposed to use them. And that sounds like a small thing, guys, until you actually start experimenting with it. You play as Corvo, you protect the Empress, everyone knows you, everyone trusts you, and then in one night everything changes. The Empress is killed, you're standing right there, and everyone thinks you did it. That's basically the setup. Guys, it's really simple. You're framed for murder, thrown into prison, and now you want to clear your name and get revenge on the people who did this to you. Nothing crazy, but honestly, Dishonored doesn't need some massive story with 50 different characters and 12 hours of cutscenes, because the story gives you a reason to become an assassin. And then the game gives you your first real target, which is the High Overseer. I mean, I found him, jumped down from above while he tried to run away, and just took him out. And I swear, for a second I wasn't even thinking about Dishonored anymore. I was thinking about Ezio, about Assassin's Creed 2. That same feeling of watching your target, finding the right moment and jumping down, getting that perfect kill. And that really surprised me, because 13 years later that feeling still works. It's still so freaking satisfying, guys. But the weird thing is that killing isn't even what makes Dishonored special in the first place, because once I started looking around again, I remembered just how strange this world actually is. You've got this huge empire, steampunk machines everywhere, buildings that look like they came straight out of the Victorian age, whale oil powers everything, guards walk around in these huge brass masks, and because of the plague, rats are crawling through the streets eating dead bodies. It's industrial, it's dark, and it's absolutely dirty. And I absolutely love this game, because I genuinely can't think of many games that look or feel exactly like this anymore. There was one thing in this world I had completely forgotten about: this weird beating heart. You carry this thing around with you, and at first, yeah, I thought it was some strange tool to help me find things. Then I pointed it at someone, and the heart started talking about them.
To think, Lord Pendleton is the son of nobility.
Not some generic game information either. It tells you things you should have no way of knowing, things they have done, things they are hiding, sometimes really dark things.
Did you ever see pirates? Did you see than all the rest
Of course,
put together?
dozens. Oh
He has
yes.
killed whales,
But that's not for young
and
girls.
profit, and
But I will be Empress.
And suddenly, random people walking around the city don't feel quite so random anymore. It's such a small feature. You could probably play the whole game and barely use it. But that's also where Dishonored starts getting really interesting, because the heart is optional, and the more I played, the more I realized. So is almost everything else. So you get what are basically like these magic powers. You can teleport short distances, you can slow down time, you can summon rats, and none of these sound that crazy on their own. But then you start messing around with them. You teleport behind a guard for a silent kill. You use your powers to reach a rooftop you weren't even sure you could reach in the first place. You cross an entire area without anyone even seeing you. And then there are the rats. And I'll get back to those because they are completely But this is what I had forgotten about Dishonored. This game gives you tools and then basically says, figure it out. And just when you think that freedom is only about your powers, the game reveals something even smarter. It remembers how you play. Every mission can be approached completely differently. Go in loud with a sword out, go in silent, take the rooftops, go through the sewers, kill everyone, kill no one. It's up to you. But here's the part I had completely forgotten. The game is paying attention. If you become more violent, if you leave bodies everywhere, if you kill everyone standing in your way, the world starts changing around you. There's gonna be more rats, more plague, a darker world. Even parts of the story can change. And I love this because the game never just says, here is the good choice, here is the bad choice. It gives you total freedom. And then it makes you live with how you have used that freedom. And speaking of consequences, I need to talk about these rats because I remember them being bad. I did not remember them being this bad, guys. Throughout the game, you find ruins. These let you unlock and upgrade new powers. And one of those powers lets you summon a group of rats. Now, I know what you're thinking, that sounds super funny. What the hell is this? Maybe even a little useless. Until you summon them next to a guard. Yeah, they eat him alive. And this game does not hold back. These rats aren't just some funny little this isn't just some funny little ability either. If you find a big group in the world, they can attack you too. And when they find a dead body, well, there's not gonna be much body left, and it's disgusting. It's completely over the top, and I love it. And after going back to Dishonored, I think I finally understand why I still remember it 13 years later. It isn't just the story, it isn't just the powers, it isn't even that first freaking kill in this game. It's that Dishonored keeps giving you these little moments where you think, wait, can I actually do that? You see a rooftop and wonder if you can reach it. You get a power and start thinking about what else you could do with it. You point a strange heart at someone and suddenly learn something you were never supposed to know. And even when the game gives you complete freedom, it remembers exactly what you did with it. That's what I think we don't get very often anymore. Dishonored trusts you to experiment, to make mistakes, to find your own way through. And 13 years later, it still works so well. I bought this game for $2 during the Steam summer sale. That sale might be over when you watch this video, but seriously, when there is a discount, keep an eye out. Because if you have never played Dishonored before, there is a reason people still talk about this game. Now, somehow I have never played Dishonored 2. I know, guys, go on full rage in the comments down below. But after going back to Dishonored 1, I am genuinely wondering what I have been missing out on. So if you have played it, tell me in the comments what actually makes Dishonored 2 worth playing. And please don't just say it's good. I want to know what it does better than this game. But because maybe that's the next video. And if you're up for another one, I recently went back to Fable Anniversary, another older game with some really strange mechanics we barely see anymore. That video is right here. I hope to see you there.